Today is June 18, 2024. This is the morning video I'm making. The last couple of days I made the morning video, but then as the day got busy, I did not make any more videos. I figured that even if it is a minute long, I need to kind of ground myself and keep making some of these videos later in the day, because I noticed that they kind of help me to stay calmer. But the good thing is, I figured that the mindfulness is really helping in so many ways as I make these videos, and also have been practicing other mindfulness related things. Yesterday, I went to the bathroom a few times, and when I came back, normally it would be harder for me to go back to sleep, but I kept focusing on the senses to get back to the present moment, and it definitely helped. It was not perfect, but it was better than before, which means it's a progress, and progress is what is most important. So I was glad about that. So this morning, when I got up first, it was fine, and then got up with some emergencies. In real life, if we were to think of emergencies, probably not that much, but it's our mind, how we process things. So my daughter's doctor's appointment with her arm, which has a big cast on it because she broke it second time, the appointment was this afternoon, and randomly I got a call from doctor's office that, oh, they can't do the appointment, and we were really looking forward to this appointment because we want to find out if she will have the cast 2 more weeks, 4 more weeks, or what's going on and how the arm is healing. They'll take an x-ray today. Anyway, long story short, eventually they said, oh, they could see her earlier today, so an hour from now I'll go pick her up, take her to the doctor, or they could see her tomorrow afternoon, which again they didn't give any guarantee if that'll postpone, so I figured I'll do it today. So one good thing was that right now I'm not working, so even though if it's challenging, I need to, the part of mindfulness practices that I'm doing, I need to look at the good, that it is still getting done today, and that I'm able to take care of it, because since I don't have a job, because I can't imagine in my prior work schedule where I had meeting hour after hour back to back, where I could have taken care of this. So that was that, and there was a couple of other emergencies, but I remember to do my morning puja, and I lit the incense, and I usually light the incense and walk around in the house. That's sort of like to purify the house. So I did that. That made me feel a little better. And I also had the oil lamp thing that I had been lighting, so I did that too. That made me feel a little better. And then I was listening to Thich Nhat Hanh book, The Energy of Prayer. That was good too. I did not do the gratitude card write up yet, but at some point today I gotta do that. What I figured for myself is that I think when an emergency situation happens, and sometimes the emergencies are in our mind, even if it could be a big emergency, a real big emergency, or it could be something small that we make in our head that, okay, this is something bigger. we need to find a go-to, and a lot of time they would say the go-to, use the go-to as your breath, which is not that easy. Recently I am trying to use that, and I actually got a book that's coming today from Amazon. It's called Miracle of Mindfulness, and another book, Thich Nhat Hanh book called The Sun, My Heart, I think. So that's coming tomorrow. These are in sequel. So those books are supposed to, especially the Miracle of Mindfulness, I think is supposed to teach how to do the meditation well. And Thich Nhat Hanh's meditations are like, in many other videos I talk about, it's not really just sitting down and meditating, but how every moment you can live in a meditative way. I'm drinking coffee from this cup today. Every day is a fresh start. I used to also say, which I should start believing, that every moment is a fresh start, because sometimes we don't necessarily have to wait for the next day, because then we are suffering all day, right? So we don't necessarily have to suffer all day. We can live moment by moment, because as every moment passes, it becomes a past, and then the present and the future. So it's important to live moment by moment, not necessarily to pressure ourselves, but so that we don't suffer. The suffering doesn't linger. And in that book, How to Relax from Thich Nhat Hanh, I was reading that yesterday, and yesterday when we were reading, I was reading it very in a slow pace. So I started doing that a while ago, and sometimes Alice falls asleep. Yesterday also she fell asleep when I was reading 15-20 minutes, and my husband, he also joined there for the reading. I think, he was there half the parts of it. And and I was saying that it is like a sangha, because if you have an external sangha, which is good, the Thich Nhat Hanh practice centers, you join them. And also if you have sangha at your home, that you are practicing mindfulness at home with your family members. Doesn't even have to be everybody. Like when I do, Alice practices some with me, which is nice. And it's good, because that way you feel more like doing it. And sometimes, even if you're sad or anxious or something, when you do those practices, it kind of helps you to pull your mind out of there. And I'm reading a book from there. I'm learning a lot of tactics about when we have unpleasant thought. One of the really good way I learned so far is to correct a thought. So the corrected thought is, say if you were so I'll actually use the real example. So today from the doctor's office, when I got the call that Alice's appointment is changing, and I didn't know how to manage the time and her school, etc. And then I felt a little annoyed, I would be honest, because I said randomly something changing on the day of. And then the office, the person I was talking to was very unkind. He was like, oh, if you don't want the appointment in a different time, I can cancel it. I paused for a little bit. I gave him the time. If he would say sorry or anything, he didn't. And then I said, that is very unkind. It's an 8-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old, she's only 8-year-old. She broke her arm. She has a cast. We're looking forward for this appointment. he still was not nice. Anyway, so I can, that's the first arrow. That's a very small first arrow in Buddhist term. So first arrows are we don't have any control. It's like people could do whatever they want, whenever they want to us. But the second arrow, third arrow, those are the ones when we were like, oh, they did that to us and I'm gonna feel bad about it. But those are in our control. And initially it's not easy to control, because our mind and our brain is wired in that way. It focuses on those more than the good experience. So as you keep practicing mindfulness, then it becomes easy to concentrate on the things you want to, the good things. So in this practice, the corrective thought could be, oh, this person probably had a really bad morning, or maybe he has something going on in his family, and that's why he acted this way. It was nothing to do with us. So that helps with not taking it personally. It's almost like you're putting it on the other person and look at from other person's perspective, not in a bad way, but in a way that helps you, because only thing we can control is our own thought. We can't control the people outside of us. And also another thing I learned, when something happens, the things that happen, it kind of goes with the arrow thing. When the thing happens, let's say this little event happened, the event, how much ever the event would make you sad, more than that, your thought about that event can make you more sad. Because the concept that Buddha uses, that if you literally get an arrow on your arm, the first arrow, it hurts, but if you get a second arrow in the same spot, it hurts a lot more. Excuse me. Sometimes it can even hurt 10 times more. So it's our job to figure out how we can stop those arrows. And mindfulness practice is one of the ways that can be done. There are many other ways. It's all about having the toolbox, a go-to. You can think of it as like a go-to when something happens. For me, thankfully, recently it has been the spirituality, Thich Nhat Hanh books, mindfulness, all are related. That helps, because I think today's event in the past, a year ago or even 6 months ago, I would have dealt with very differently. It was a little bit better today, and I think if I keep practicing, I'll be even better, because ultimately it's how we feel at the end in our mind. If we can figure out a way to feel better and better, then our reality, the outside reality, the people around us, our family, friends, and co-workers, we create a better reality for us. And that's what I'm trying to learn. And also I'm trying to learn how to be a better parent. I won't be perfect, but the things I do good with Alice, makes me feel good, and the areas that I can improve, that I'm trying to learn from this mindfulness, and I'm trying to teach her also a lot of mindfulness tactics, so that later on in life, when life gets hard, because it does sometimes, at time to time, then she has some tools to manage and cope with those challenging times. So yeah, I'll probably take a few deep breaths, finish this video very soon, get ready to pick her up and go to the doctor's appointment, and I'll try to make 2 more videos, even if it is short, maybe one in the afternoon and one at night, because I think that helps me to stay on track better. Oh yeah, and my mantra, I'm supposed to practice 5 times a day. So I'm just going to do one so that at least during the video, if I do, it'll get done. Number one is, I have to have more of those in my fingertip. Number one is, I will be kind to all beings always. Kind and compassionate to all beings always. And I will try to live in the present moment throughout the day as much as possible. I'll use my senses. And I will accept the things that I can't change for my inner peace. So yeah, these are the mantra that I wrote it down in that book that I'm reading. It says write down 3 mantras that you're going to practice throughout the day, 5 times a day. I'm not doing 5 times, I'm forgetting. I'm doing once or twice, but it's still helping. So I have to keep doing it more often. Anyway, take a few deep breaths and finish the video. So it does really help. You gotta try it out. Okay, bye.